Hi folks, this is Mary coming to you from my crop room at home during these times of trial with not gathering together. It's been a little difficult, so I decided to try to do the layout instructions with a video since we can't meet and we probably won't meet for May, so or April, I'm sorry, April. So I'm going to try out with for the folks that didn't make it to our last meeting. I'm going to give you some online instructions through YouTube for you to complete your layout as best you can at home. Now I want to let you know though that when we are able to meet, I will be bringing stamps. So if you want to stamp your items the way my layouts were done, you will be able to do so. But there are some prep things you can do at home that you don't need me for or the stamps. And if you have stamps of your own that you would rather use, that's always an option too. But I will be bringing stamps so that we can catch up all the layouts that we aren't able to do all the stamping and techniques on if you don't have the materials at home to do that. So that's where I'm at right now. What I also wanted to let you know is that they have a special this month. It's the Cardstock Carnival, it's called, and it goes from April 1st to April 30th, and it's a really good deal on cardstock. So if you guys want cardstock, now's the time to get it. They have bundles, what they call bundles, and there's 4 different colors in the same family of colors, and you get 6 sheets of each color in those packs, and they are $12.95. Basically, you're getting 24 sheets of cardstock in every bundle except the big one. And all the regular colors are also on sale, and they are also $12.95 for 24 sheets. So now's the time, if you guys are thinking about cardstock, to get the packages of 6 sheets of each color, because that way you don't have to have a lot like I need, but you can also get all the colors. Now, if you want the bundles of all the colors, you can get the big cardstock bundle, which is $124.95. So it's up to you if you want to do this for your obligation for your April limit to spend for our hostess, who will be Priscilla, and that's the one of the specials. There are other ones too, but you can go to my OBA and look at on there. There's a special, These Are My People or something, and that's pretty good too. Also, there was an Easter special, but that's probably going to be gone by the time we do the video for the next layout. Now, when you get your orders, both layouts will be in there. If you had not already done this particular one from last month, this layout will be in there for you if you have not done it. But if you have done it, then you won't have that. But you'll all have the April layout packet in your thing. And I plan on doing a YouTube with that. I've already got that in the works. So, the hardest part of this one was the cutting. If you notice, I have cut the paper. You can do a slice right here, because this is all the paper we're going to use is on this side. And you're going to need to fussy cut around the flowers starting up here. And this will be your top left corner. And then basically this is your bottom right corner on the other side. So you just need to make a slice right down there. And you'll notice on my layout right here that that's what I did with it. You can see it's kind of opposite probably of what you're looking at because of the camera, but that's how it works. So that's the first step you'll want to do. The second step is cutting this raspberry frame out of the full sheet of cardstock that you have in your packet. How I did that was I took my trimmer and I put my paper in it, and I put it right on my trimmer at the 1-inch mark, which my trimmer is right here. And then I also looked up here and brought my blade down. See up here, down to the 1 inch on my mat right here. So I could cut a 1-inch frame by holding my paper right up to the edge of my trimmer, pulling down to the 11-inch mark on the bottom here. And then you turn it around again. You want to keep it at the top. I did it wrong. I should have kept it at the top, but that's okay. This is my first video, so forgive me this time. But you're going to put your paper at the top because you want the measurements to be correct. Put it at the 1-inch mark, pull down, and go to the 11, and it should almost meet, and if it doesn't, you can just use your scissors. But you can feel it if you go slow. You can feel it hit. And then you're going to turn it this way. And again, you're going to go up to the 1-inch mark here. Push down, hold your thing down, and come down to your 11. And you have to do it this way because you're going to use both pieces on the pages, and you need them both. So at the 1-inch mark, and then up to 1. Nope, at the top here. I didn't put it on the top. I put it at the bottom again. Make sure it's at the top. That's the first thing you need to do. And then you're going to come to the 1-inch and pull down to 11. And there you have it. You'll have a perfect frame and a 11 by 11, or 10 by 10 I think it is. 10 by 10, 11 by 11, right? An inch off, so it's 11 by 11 square. And the square, you can see the frame is on the left page. And then this covers part of it right up to the edge. And then you got a zip strip at the top. And I just kind of eyeballed it and used my scissors, put it here after I glued it down. After I put this down, left that edge open a little, and just tucked it under there and cut it and put it under there. This is kind of fun. You'll want to, I popped out the edges here, but this is, I used raspberry ink around the edges, and I stamped Happy Birthday in raspberry ink also. This one says, blow out the candles, wish away, you are the superstar of the day. I have that stamp for you to use. I also have the little candle punch for you to use. I also embellished these. You'll have a little piece of the holographic paper in there, and you can see how I used that. I used a 3/4 inch, I think, punch, and a maybe that's a 1/2 inch and a little one, but I have all that with me, so at some point when we get together, we will be able to do that at home, at class or club. And then I just filled in the smaller flowers with just the blings that I had on hand. I put some blings here, some blings here. This was a 5 by 7 frame that you have in there. It's already pre-cut, so that goes on this page. And I had a kind of a crooked picture, and I didn't have a 5 by 7, but I kind of liked the way that looked. Kind of, so it gives you an idea of how to use your pictures when you don't have a perfect picture, or you don't have a 5 by 7 necessarily. But a 4 by 6 would fit in there. You would just have a bigger frame around it. So this one goes like here, and then when you cut this sheet, you'll have this part will go up here. This bigger piece goes up here. Second page, you're going to use this piece, and it's going to go right in the middle. You can use a ruler and measure. It's about, it's 1 inch all the way around the top and the bottom, so you kind of can put a little tick mark with a pencil, and that works. Then you're going to put the other part of your page that you cut here, this part, you're going to put down in the bottom corner. Now the good thing about this piece is, on the first page, is that you don't have to be too particular about removing all the white because most of it's on the white. This one, however, you're going to want to get fairly close to the edges. Go in with your scissor again and trim out some of the white because it is going to be on the raspberry. So you may or may not want to have the white showing with the raspberry side. I wasn't particularly close on doing it, but I did kind of get up towards the edges where it was on the raspberry side. You'll also, I have scrap to do this piece here. This piece here I've got scrap that I will bring for you to stamp. It's just a little tab. You've got a 6x12 sheet of the ballerina cardstock, and I cut it into 4x6 cards. And this, I actually had this kind of a picture, so I laid it over the top and used that for my journaling area. And then I kind of just offset these a little bit so that you could see a little bit of the pink around the picture. Because obviously my pictures were too big and I didn't want to crop out any more of them. So I just kind of laid them there and did it that way. So you can get a lot of that done ahead if you'd like, and then just save your time for the punches and the stamping, and we can complete it at another time when we can get together. I think it went well. I had 4 people that came to my house to complete the layout, and then I kind of decided it was getting closer and worse, so it was best not to try and get together. So I'm guessing we probably won't get together in April, but if we do, I'll let you know for sure. I'll be sending an email out about all this and with the link to the YouTube videos. I will probably be doing April the same way, just so you know. But think about your orders for next time, and I will be around to deliver, or you guys can pick up at my house, but I'll have that explained in the email. So for now, bye and stay safe.